Greetings, everyone. This is Light of Tabor. I'm your host, Mark Rattel, and today we have a very special guest returning for the first time. It is the legendary Provo Fresh, aka Provo, aka the Mormon Megalith. He's in the building. He's holding it down, dude. Say what's up to everybody, Provo.
Greetings, Internet. It is I, Provo. Good to be here. God bless you, Mark. Thank you for having me back. And first of all, shout out to your great audience for, I think we would have done it anyways, but making this show possible. We hit the donor goal last time. So shout out to all the supporters of your stream. Greatly appreciate that. So
Yeah.
super excited and grateful to be here.
Definitely, man. Yeah, we hit the donut goal thanks to Octavian. He was very generous on our last stream, sending through a whole $100 super
Ooh-wee.
chat because he wanted to see this live stream. That's how bad he wanted
Ooh-wee.
to see this.
Very generous, very kind. Did not go by
Yeah,
me lightly, Octavian.
yeah,
Absolute icon, legend out there. Oof.
exactly, dude. Straight legend in the house, man. So shout out to him. And I'm sure if he's not catching it live, he'll be catching the playback for sure. So it's
Oof.
all love, man. But yeah,
Well,
I've been listening. You know what I've been doing lately, dude? I've been going back and listening to these old radio shows from New York called it was this radio show called Stretch and Bobbito. And they were these New York DJs, and they would play like just kind of underground East Coast hip hop or just like early 90s hip hop. They started out in I think like 89 or 1990, and I think they went till about like 1999. And then they ended up kind of like having a little tiff with each other, having a bit of a falling out where they were moving into different pockets of hip hop. Like Stretch, the DJ, was moving into more gangster, gun toting, kind of
mhm.
stuff where they would talk about that. But the beats were sick. He was more focused on the beats being the DJ, and then the host, the radio host Bobito, was more focused on like abstract intellectual raps, and they kind of split apart. But it was just such good vibes. It was really good vibes, and they were always kind of riffing on each other and just kind of goofing off. And they would do it through the middle of the night, and it's just been really cool to revisit that kind of radio because that stuff doesn't really exist anymore. It's hard to find stuff like that nowadays. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. That's old radio is I used to listen to a lot of radio when I was young. My dad would turn it on when we were driving places, but like that kind of radio too. I bet you found or are finding all kinds of hidden gems, maybe some groups or artists
Yeah.
you weren't aware of. I mean, that's probably a treasure trove, I would
Oh
imagine.
yeah, 100%, 100%. I mean, a lot of people got their start there. Like, I'm not a big Jay-Z fan or anything, you know what I mean? But he got his start there. Like these people were like catapulted into stardom from this show. Like Nas, the Wu-Tang Clan, ODB. ODB was
Hmm.
signed before the rest of the Wu-Tang Clan because he was so unique. You know, like a lot
Yeah.
of these people were just coming out of the woodworks and getting their start on the show. Notorious B.I.G. I'm not a B.I.G. fan, but you know what I'm saying? Like people know who he is, you know?
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's because of shows like Stretch and Bobbito. Like they literally were on this show before they were signed. And it's just
Wow.
crazy how many people I watched this documentary on him, Stretch and Bobbito, radio that changed the world. I paid like $4 to watch it on Amazon Prime. So good, man.
Dang.
So good. It's just I don't know, man. It's like it puts you kind of back on, and not everybody wants to be where I'm about to say, but like kind of puts you back on the block. If you ever hung out on the block in the hood before, which not everybody has, but it's like kind of like being out there with the boys. You're drinking a 40. You're kind of pot shots thrown at each other, kind of breaking each other's balls a little bit. It's that kind of vibe,
I
and
like
it's
that.
yeah, I like it too, dude. And it's like they brought you there like through the radio, they brought you, the block was like there on the radio. It was just kind of cool.
No, that is cool. I really enjoy too, like the the '90s era hip hop, and
Oh yeah, dude.
I didn't learn about all the transitions in you call it hip hop rap music throughout the '90s and early 2000s, and but like looking back, I was like, I really missed out on listening to good music. I was forced in some way to just like hear the radio. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm listening to Ja Rule or whatever came on. Outcast was good; they were on the radio, but um,
Right, yeah, no, Outcast was cool.
well, like I grew up with my parents were a bit eclectic, unique. They wanted me growing up in Utah to uh, I guess, be aware. So like my mom, the first rap group I was introduced to was Nelly and the Saint Lunatics.
Nelly, dude.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I know
So
that with the Band-Aid, right?
yeah. And
They had the Band-Aid.
then she showed me like Mystical.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Hey, dude, Mystical's got some jams, man.
yep. And then who else did Too Short?
Oh wow,
Um,
Too Short, Too Short. That's
and
yeah, he's legit. I remember looking at his album at Tower Records and this big old parental advisory sticker on there. I was like, oh man, there's no way I'm gonna sneak that past my mom. And just wanting to listen to it so bad. The one with the grave on the front. I'd look
mhm.
at that cover, I'd think, man, I want to listen to that. And I'd end up having to buy like Rap Masters, which was like censored, but it was dope. It was like a dope compilation, but it was censored of all curse words. So that's how
Wow.
I find the loophole there, you know?
It's it was speaking of the CD case, my mom's Too Short case had like explicit photos in it or something like that.
Oh yeah,
So when I was
it
in the
sure did.
car, I opened it. Mom was all, Don't look at that. Close that. You're not allowed to look at it." And then like the music, there was only like one song on the whole track. I can't remember. I think it was getting it good.
Oh yeah, you should be getting it. Get it
Yeah,
while the getting is good. Yeah, no, dude, that was played in the hood all the time. That's like a hood anthem right there. Yeah,
that was the only song she let me listen to on the track. She's like,
right. There's some positive vibes in there. You should be getting money, getting all the dun, 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 you know what I mean? It's kind of like it
yeah,
has somewhat of a positive message for Too Short, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. But yeah, and then as I was growing up, I found like Jurassic 5.
Oh, Jurassic 5, dude. They started out in a place called The Good Life. They were actually two different groups. It was one group of like three of them, and then there was another group, and they came together at this place called the Good Life Cafe, and they formed the Jurassic 5.
That what was the where were they before that? You said what was that
I
group's
don't know
name?
what the names. I don't know what the names was. I think it might have been. I'm not sure what the names of the groups were, but I know it was like Cut Chemist was the DJ, and there was a couple of them, and then Charlie Tuna. I can't remember if he was part of that group or the other group, but they came together and they formed the Jurassic 5. They were two separate groups. I don't remember the names of the original groups. That's a good little trivia, hip hop trivia question right there.
And then I'm looking up this artist. My friend showed me this, and we used to play the song. I can't talk to my mother, so I talk to my diary. Do you know that artist?
I don't.
Uh,
No, I
it's
don't think I do.
I think so. I talk to my diary. Sorry, it's Scar. Is that Scarface?
Oh, that might be Scarface. That sounds like a Scarface bar.
Yeah.
That sounds like something Scarface would say from the Ghetto Boys. He had a dope solo career too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ghetto Boys. I love the Ghetto Boys.
Yeah, with the little midget dude. You know, my mind's
Yeah,
playing tricks on me.
Bill. Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Bushwick Bill, dude.
Bushwick
Come on,
Bill.
man.
Uh,
Yeah.
I love the Ghetto Boys. It
So
was it
good, dude.
was interesting because growing up, like I was the only kid who listened to like rap music. Then I met a kid. I met a friend in junior high who like turned me on to some other stuff, and I eventually like my mainstay was like Andre Nicotina. I really enjoyed him.
Ooh, I like
Pre-
me some Andre Nicotina, dude. That's funny. I was trying to find a song for the Instagram post promoting this live stream, and I was trying to find an Andre Nicotina song, but there's too many curse words. And I was trying to
oh
find like
yeah,
something without curse words, and I was like, I can't do it. I was about to do the Killer Whale song. That one's kind of fire.
ooh yeah
Because
yeah
I was just trying to
absolutely.
find something kind of like water themed with the dolphins
Hmm.
swimming upstream, which is a ridiculous name for a stream, but I'm just kind of having fun with it, you know?
Yeah, I like having fun. It's the doll. It's interesting. Is synchro today? I saw a little video of orca whales and dolphins working together. I was like, man, nature's beautiful, dude. It's kind
Dude,
of what we're doing right
God's
now.
speaking to you, dude. God's speaking to us right now, man.
Synchro City, man. That's what I call it. But I see some people in the chat here. Can I get them? Can I give them
Oh
some
yeah,
shout
let's
outs?
give some shout outs to the people in the chat, man. We got some chat members up in here, some legends here. We got Jason Scholl,
Oof, Moldy Apple, dude. I'm
Moldy
gonna say his
Apple.
full name, Moldy Apple 1789. He says easy old E, man. Ooh, easy
Yeah,
was great.
Easy E, dude. Easy E, man. That's some good old school West Coast jams right there, man.
Were
Easy E was
you
way too real.
were you always into hip hop and rap, or like
Oh yeah, dude.
how'd you
Honestly, it
find it?
was well, I didn't hear the last part of the question. Sorry to cut you off. Yeah.
Oh, how'd you find hip hop and rap, or like were you always immersed in that?
So I was homeless with my family. We were staying at a place. Friends of the family basically to help us out. And outside of the little place we were staying in, her son had a trailer, and in that trailer he had turntables. He was a DJ. He was a white boy, but he was a DJ, hip hop DJ, like old
Wow.
school '90s Wu Tang roots, real
Mm.
hip hop. A lot of
Yep.
East Coast stuff, a little bit of West Coast stuff like the Far Side and things of that nature. But I remember the first tape I ever heard, the first music I ever really sat down to listen to was Wu-Tang Clan 36 Chambers. And I sat down and listened to that. Super derogatory, but it blew my mind. Like the style, the rawness of it, the beats, like it was just I was super immersed in it. So I learned straight from like a real hip hop DJ. And I started recording tapes, cassette tapes off of his tapes, and I started recording with Wu-Tang 36 Chambers. I did next was like De La Soul 3 Feet High and Rising. I think I did.
Ooh.
Yeah, Tribe Called Quest,
Yep.
Instinctive Paths and Travels Through Rhythm, or it's a really long name. It's their first album. It's but I taped that one too. And that was just like that. I soaked all that up as an 8-year-old little white kid. And I
8
was just
years
soaking
old.
8 years
Wow.
old. I was listening to that. Yeah, no,
Holy smoke.
that's huge impact on me. In some ways negative, but like I kind of am happy it all happened the way it did. I wouldn't want my life to turn out any differently than it did. It took me down a lot of interesting paths, but I learned a lot of street smarts and kind of wisdom that you can't learn
Mm.
in other places, if that makes any sense.
Oh, 100%. And
Yeah,
speaking of like the influence of rap music and some things, like that's one thing that kind of maybe turned me away from it a little bit as I grew older. I'm like, this stuff is it's it's degenerate, or
yeah,
it's not morally aligned with my compass. And maybe it did influence me in some ways. But
yeah,
in other ways, I was able to just like appreciate the lyrical aspects, the artistic aspects, like,
yeah,
and like I love Andre Nicotina. Never did cocaine. Like I love cocaine raps, but it never influenced me to do those things. And I was just able to
right,
like appreciate the art. And it did a lot of fun things for me. Like in high school, me and my friends created a rap group, right? So like and then we, just expounded on our experiences and the things that we didn't try to be anything we weren't.
yeah,
Um, there's a lot of good things to take away from it. And looking at like old hip hop, like Tupac before he went gangster, one of my favorite songs of his is like When a Homie Calls.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, that's such a good one, dude. That's a
yeah,
good track right there, man. Yeah, really good.
top level. And like, so, and some, I think the music industry has been co-opted by nefarious people, and they
Hmm.
put in agendas and things like that. And once you figure that and cipher through it, then you can see the good artists, the people with intentions speaking from their soul, like, and you don't have to like throw. I figured out, like, you don't have to throw it all away. There's
Yeah.
still like, I'll still turn on Andre, like if it's just me in my car and I'm like I'm going
Same.
somewhere.
I still bump them.
Yeah, or I got a playlist, and I grew
Yeah.
up as I grew older. I'm like I've kind of identified a little bit with Mac Miller. Did you listen to him at all?
I like Mac Miller, man. He's really good. I really liked his Tiny Desk performance with Thundercat playing on
Mm.
the bass in the background, man. He has a jam in there where he just, oh man, he gets it.
I got in to the conspiracy side of Mac Miller. He's got an alter
Oh,
ego.
I never went down the conspiracy rabbit hole of Mac Miller at all.
Ooh, it's yeah, man. I think he's a lot of esoteric, a lot of the lyrical stuff, like breaking it down. I would just listen to his lyrics and just try to decode everything. His early
Right.
stuff was like candy rap. Um,
Right.
and like he was put out there, he was promoted, and then as he grew older, like his lyric, like a lot of artists, his lyrics got more pointed. They got darker. They got like a lot of more. He put a lot of messages in them. But his early stuff was all like I can't remember some of the songs. It was just like
I remember,
candy
like
songs.
I remember one of his early raps. Like he was walking around with like a lot of high school kids, and they would have like a
Yeah,
boom box, and they'd just be kind of like rapping through the park and just kind of saying, "Holler at a girl real." He stops real quick. The music stops. He hollers at a couple girls on the swing set. It's just like it's good vibes. It's just like he's just, and he's not trying to be anything he's not, which I like too. It's just like he's not trying to be a gangster or anything, but it's just good music. He's vibing with his friend, his little crew, and they're just trying to put their name out there and kind of do their own thing, you know. Just a quick reminder to everybody, we do have we're trying to hit a goal of $100. I know it's a big goal. If you want to donate, feel free to. We'll definitely be splitting any profits 50-50 with our good friend Provo here, and who knows, we may even kick a funky freestyle together towards the end if we reach the goal. So that might be a little financial incentive for you guys. Just keep that in mind. There might be a funky freestyle coming. I might throw on a beat. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, just throwing that out there. Just throwing it out there.
I like that. I like that. But yeah, just to wrap up the Mac Miller point.
Yeah, sure, for sure.
Like if you watch his like music videos, some of them are, you know, he's basically, if like I would watch him, like he's telling you he's in the occult. Like I think he sold his soul. I think he's in the 27 Club.
Well, he was with Ariana Grande, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you know, something's up with her with that black chick now with the wicked thing, and she's all skinny now. I just don't, you know, there's weird things definitely going on there. I mean, yeah, I never really delved into the Mac Miller thing, but it makes sense what you're saying.
Like I think he knew he was gonna die. Like one of his last albums,
wow.
He it's like a Freemasonic music video where like he's in a coffin and he's like stuck in it, and does the whole rap video there. I'm like,
wow.
Then he dies that year or something. But
that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Because I'm a big conspiracy nut, but I kind of like I started tapping out around the time that I got into like orthodoxy, just because I felt like I saw enough. I saw enough to kind of know what I didn't want to be and where I wanted to go. Like where I didn't want to go, and where it was pretty simple. I was like, I don't want to go this way. No, I could see things clear enough to know, like, for the most part, what side people were on pretty quickly. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean, I was big into conspiracies for, I think, like my mid-20s, and even a little bit before then. But it was like, and I think you're right. Like when you do, I think, for me, like conspiracy leads to really it's kind of fruitless. But if you're looking for something, I think you find God in the end. Like what's the point of knowing all this useless information? I think there is no point. But if there is like something you learn, there's evil and then there's good, right? And you know, there's demonic forces, and it's not just like that's how I came out of it. But I was, you know, I wanted to know all these things, like 9/11, JFK, and it's just like endless rabbit holes, and it's kind of like then it devolves into like Charlie Kirk, and like there's always something next, right? Like so then you just have to keep feeding that, and like, oh, you're gonna figure it out, you're gonna solve these things, and there's really no for me, like there was nothing I was getting out of it, and I guess there's this fake sense of like you feel smart or you know something that other people don't. But it has no value, right? Maybe you can monetize a YouTube channel about conspiracies, and then it has value. But personally, it was just it just feels like it's not the right focus in life. Like you should be Christ-centered, Christ-focused.
Yeah.
And going through your life, like for me, like since Christmas, I just been asking myself, is this Christ-coded? If not, I don't want it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So like, yeah, I think, you know, we see the same. It took a while for me to even get there. I assume for you, I don't know how long it took to get yourself out of that Warren.
You know, it was a process for sure. It was God kind of beating me up, beating me down to over a course of I don't know, man. It was a weird chain of events, man, that are just if I would have wrote them all down, it would have blown people's mind. Like if I wrote every weird circumstance that happened along the way down, it's just it's hard to believe, honestly. You know, it's just how providential it was, how connected it all was, how every step led to the next, how interconnected everything really is, you know, when you really analyze it like that. And in retrospect, looking back, it's like it happened slowly. You know, it was a slow build. and but when I came to Orthodoxy, it was like instant.
Mm.
But it was the culmination of years of learning lessons. You know,
Yes.
harsh lessons. You know what
Ooh.
I mean? And it may have happened in the end, culminated in one kind of snap instance of realization, but there was so many other steps and just kind of God just beating me, you know, me fighting against God, not knowing I'm fighting against God, but just trying to do what I think I'm supposed to do, like my will, you know, not surrendering to God's will, and him just kind of beating me into submission.
Yes.
Basically.
No,
That's
for
kind of
me,
like what it was.
I see that. I feel that same thing. Like I've been just reflecting, you know, and sometimes in my spare time, like the mistakes I've made and just acknowledging them. And just because I've made mistakes or I didn't do the right things, those are all lessons, right? That you know, once you acknowledge them and you're like, yeah, I made a mistake, I can build off that. I can be a better person. Like some people ignore their mistakes or maybe they feel shame about them. But like
Right.
for me, I'm like, oh no, I kind of cherish those mistakes. Those help me build myself. Like I had to learn so much by not doing the right thing or being ignorant or um, you know, it's life's a lot of mistakes until you figure things out, and that's kind of something I've been thinking about lately. Is like I'm grateful for where I'm at, and you know the reason I'm at where I am now is because I've made mistakes. Like I
Right.
was a new ager, you know, and like
Yeah.
crystals and tarot cards or you know whatever, you know, it's like you know silly stuff. I was going to talk to you about this.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about this on our last show. You were a yoga teacher, right?
I wasn't a yoga teacher, but I was a yoga student.
Oh,
I
student.
trained, I would do it online, but I took it pretty serious and did it for many years. And yeah,
What
but I
was
didn't
it?
teach it.
Uh,
It was
I
Kundalini. Yeah, it was Kundalini yoga was what it was called. I started with this video. It was called an introduction to Kundalini yoga by Sarah Klein. And then I
hmm,
started doing this yoga with this under this channel called Refeel Yoga. And it was like a husband and wife. And yeah, I did that for a while, and it eventually led me kind of through that. I feel like it played a part in leading me to the high dose psychedelic ceremony on Indian land
mm,
eventually.
wow. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I I took a Kundalini yoga class in college, and that kind of
Mm.
like opened the door for me and doing more yoga. I eventually became like a certified yoga teacher. Um,
Wow, I didn't know that about you. That's cool. That's crazy. I mean, I don't
yeah,
know. I don't want to say it's cool, but it's just cool to know a little piece of your past that I don't know. You know?
yeah. I was in my master's program for school to become a teacher,
Yeah.
and there's just a part of it where I realized, like, look, I don't you know, a lot of things happen in my personal life where I realized like I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to teach. I don't want to be in a school. It's not the right fit for me. It's not what I want to do with my life. Maybe I want to be a yoga teacher. Like, so I went in after it's crazy. I graduated from a master's program, and I'm like, oh well, I'm gonna go sign up for a 16-week course and be a yoga teacher. And
Wow.
then after that, I was like, you know, I don't even really want to do that.
How long
Um,
did you teach yoga for?
After my certification, maybe for like just a month or two.
Okay.
Um, and
And
then
what was it? What was that like for you?
I enjoyed it, but
Yeah.
you know, it's I'm not, you know, I'm not that kind of, you know, I have hippie qualities, but I'm not a hippie dippy guy. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
And you know, I'd see through some of the bullshit of all the, you know, yoga. A lot of the yoga people are all new agers. And
Mhm.
I felt like I was new age, but I was like better than them kind of new age. Like these people are idiots.
Right.
They don't even really know how to manifest. I know how to manifest. So,
Right.
and then, you know, I realized that, you know, it wasn't my personality. And a lot of
Yeah.
them are like liberals and they don't hold the same values as me. And it's just not my kind of it wasn't my kind of networking or group of people. Like, yeah, a lot of them are nice, but like, it just wasn't me.
Yeah.
And I think who I am is just being a father, a friend, if anything, right? Like a very basic person. Um, but like I was always trying to find like, what's my career? What am I going to be? Who am I? Um, and I think, I realized like the best thing I could be is a father. That's the most valuable thing. Um, so that's what I've been doing since I stopped teaching yoga.
Man, that's dope though. That's powerful, man. Just like the simplicity of like being a father,
Yeah.
and not having to strive for anything even beyond that. I mean, it's just like I don't know. I'm trying to find some word to like give it justice, but it's right there. You don't
Yeah.
have to add anything on. That's the thing, man. Like fatherhood is really where it's at, man. And it's just I wish so many other men could there's a lot of men experience it, but there's a lot of men not experiencing it, and that don't
Mhm.
think it's necessary. And I just, man, I try to stress it so much. Like if you can have children, like, I really try to encourage men to, I mean, not just don't go have children with anybody. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like find a good first step to that process, find a good woman, right? Like don't just
That's
go
right.
make babies, like, but the first step, finding a good Christ-centered woman, or at
Mhm.
least someone in that range and leading her to a Christ-centered kind of path with you. And then, you know what I mean? Hopefully, be fruitful and multiply,
Oh, absolutely. My biggest it's not a regret, but like something I wish I would have done it when I was younger. Cause then, like I want as much time with my kids as God can give me. And like if I would have had them, like most Mormons in Utah, they have kids. It's being delayed and delayed now, but like, growing up, it's like they have kids in their 20s,
Yeah,
early
that kid's super
20s.
young, right? Like super
Hmm.
young, yeah.
And I didn't have my first kid till I was like 29, maybe.
Right.
So, but I'm, grateful for it. And growing up, I was always, especially in my early 20s, mid 20s, I was trying to find an attachment. Everybody's like, who am I? Am I going to be a lawyer? Am I going to be a teacher? You try to attach yourself to these things. And
Right.
that's
These
where like I like Eastern philosophy. I'm not totally against it. I like some of the aspects of it.
Yeah,
Um,
I still like some aspects of Buddhism.
yeah,
Don't shoot me, everybody, but I'm not
yeah,
saying, you know what I'm saying? Certain aspects, like the way they introduced it was very alluring.
yes,
I remember they said at the beginning of the book, I think it was called like The Art of Happiness, I believe I read.
mhm,
And it was saying if you read something in here and it's applicable to your life in a positive or beneficial way, apply it to your life.
that's right.
But if you grew up in a Christian household or some other household, you know what? You should probably stick to your original religion just because it'll make things more simple. I was like, I never heard that. I
Yeah,
never heard anything like that before. I was like, man, it was almost like reverse psychology or something. I was like, no, I'm not going to stick to that. I'm going to do this because
I'm
you
a
told me not
rebel.
to. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like, I was like, it was weird, but it made me want to jump in more because I had been so used to like, believe this or go to hell.
yep,
You know what I mean? And that approach still is whack to me,
yeah,
super whack to me. You know
and
what I mean? There's ways to communicate it that can be more beneficial, but just like standing out in front of like a Planned Parenthood, like the Protestant style with the signs and just
yep,
showing like the deadbait and like you're just going to hell. Like, man, you ain't gonna win no one's heart like that. You're just gonna
yeah.
harden someone's heart even more. You're gonna harden their heart. You're gonna push them away. You're gonna cause probably a fight or a confrontation, and it's just gonna polarize both of you even further in opposite directions. Because
Oh,
I've seen it
certainly.
every time.
And let me add a qualifier to like what I was saying about Eastern philosophy. It's
Yeah.
the things that I like, that I found in Eastern philosophy, that stuff's in the Bible, right? But
Right.
I didn't have a priest to point me to these things and simplify it and break it down and guide me through the Bible. But like I don't like the importance of being a father, that's in the Bible, right? Like that's
Exactly.
or not being attached to other things, that's in the Bible. I think a
Yeah.
lot of, but you just got to know how to read the Bible. It's like people, this is why like I'm kind of against sola scriptura. It's like you could read it and just make up your own interpretation of things. Like,
Exactly.
um, so as a qualifier, for that's why like for me, now that I'm more Christ focused, Christ centered, it's like I can find the messages I saw in Eastern philosophy. Now I'm easier to see them in the Bible.
Right.
because that's where I'm looking, right?
Exactly.
And I'm grateful that I was, presented with that information in my life, and it helped me organize my thinking and worldview. But now I know the best place to look for that, which is in the Bible, and talk to your priest, of course, if you need to, which you
Yeah.
probably everyone should if they have
Everyone
questions.
does. For sure. Shujin's in the chat. He's saying, whoa, this is epic. Thanks, guys, for doing this. Well, thanks for being here, Shujin. I appreciate you tuning in and commenting along with the live stream, keeping it flowing and going. We also got John Cassell, PhD, in the chat. He
Mm.
says, N-bomb like me can't fake it
Look at
when I'm
when I'm
high.
high, got the Visine for the type red eyes.
Dude, bars right there, bro.
Love that
John
one.
Cassell coming with the bars, bro. Dang, I wasn't ready for all
Double
that.
car
No
keys
bars.
for that fake ID. Put the phone on your butt because it's a booty call, dude. Oof.
Oh,
Nicodemus.
dude. Hey, my boy Danny's in the chat. Cinestalker. That's my boy right there. That's YouTube royalty, definitely, man.
Dang, shout out Cinestalker.
Yeah, shout out Cinestalker, man. He's got I don't know how many subscribers he's at, like 20,000 now or something. He's doing it big, dude. He's doing it big on YouTube.
Wow. Shout out Cinestalker.
He was a big influence on me getting into the YouTube game. I probably wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for Cinestalker. So shout out to Danny, man.
That's big, dude. I'm gonna can you drop his link in the chat? They gotta give him a subscribe.
I know. If I could, I would. I can't personally, but if maybe
Jason
one of the
Scholl's
mods,
there.
if Jason, if you're available, if you could throw Danny Cinestalker's link in the chat when you get a chance, no rush. But yeah, that would be awesome.
Find it too. I like how YouTube changed the name tags a little bit, so like I could type that in and find it.
Right, yeah. It threw me off when there's Jason. Jason's chilling, man. Jason's always locked in, man. He's freaking awesome.
God bless you. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
On the movies, dude. Have you watched any movies that you've enjoyed lately? By the way,
that's funny. I was gonna ask you the same thing. I actually did just like last night. I watched the new Vince Vaughn movie called Nonas. About nanas, about these. So he starts up like an Italian restaurant, and we're starting up. Me and my wife right now are starting up in an Orthodox bookstore / food situation. We're trying to, we're figuring out the details of it as we speak, but the foundation of it is Orthodoxy, and we're gonna serve food as well. And I was watching this movie. It was on Netflix. It was this new Vince Vaughn flick, Nanas, and it's just like it was speaking to my soul, man, because our place is all about like. The tagline is Panagias, which stands for the Theotokos Mary. We already have like a logo and everything. And the tagline is where everything's from the heart. Panagias, where everything's from the heart. So it's like, made from the heart, food from the heart. And this whole movie was about like he brings these nonas, like these old ladies, these grandmas, these Italian grandmas to go and cook for people so people could feel like they're getting a home cooked meal from their nona, from their grandma, their Italian grandma that, may have died or passed on or whatever it may be. And it was just a beautiful, wholesome, heartfelt, no cursing, no sexuality, just beautiful. I mean, there may have been a curse here and there, but it was so wholesome. And the message and no sex scenes. And it was just, man, it really hit home for me, man. The music, the vibes, the cinematography, the casting, everything was well written, well done, and just I loved it, man. I highly recommend that flick. Nonas with Vince Vaughn, and I like Vince Vaughn, man. He's one of my favorite actors in Hollywood.
Dang, I like Vince Vaughn quite a bit, dude. I think
he's the man, dude. He's the man. Swingers, dude. You know what I mean? Like him and his boy together. I mean, they just Jon Favreau. I mean, they kill it, dude. They kill it together.
He was like before Jonah Hill and what's his name, Franco. James
Franco, yeah.
James Franco. I feel like they were the like a carbon copy of what Vince Vaughn and Will Ferrell were.
Yeah, and honestly, not as good. I mean, still decent. I like Freaks and Geeks. The OG of like Judd Apatow and all those cats. I thought that was amazing, and it only went for one season and then got canceled.
Dang. Yeah,
you ever seen that show?
Cast. No, but I've only heard good things.
It's so good. I was working at a video store called Blowout DVD back in the day, and I literally had to track down this season disc by disc. I tracked it down disc by disc, and I would find one disc here and one disc there. It was all like separated and spread out. We got in all these discs, like thousands of them. I had to pick through them and dig through them, and it took me like a month. And I got this big case from upstairs. There was like a whole porno section upstairs. We'd have to go up there, Lord have mercy, and we'd get these like big old DVD cases, and I had to like custom make it, and just like it was like 8 disc case, and found each disc one by one. Like it was like 6 or I don't know how many discs, but I was so happy when I finally completed the set. I was like, oh, man, it was just a cool feeling. Doing things the hard way, it feels better.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like when you make it through to the end of it, and you it's all done. I don't know. There's something beautiful about that.
Yeah, seeing something to come to completion. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I try to find little things in my life to do. Usually it's putting all the toys back in a box, but
yeah, the simple things, man.
I try to think of what movies I've seen recently, but 3 of them come to mind. I've watched Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh, classic, man. Classic. I got it right over here. I'm looking at it on VHS as we speak in my son's room, dude. So good.
It is. And it's amazing. I watch it with my kids. And even though I'm trying to raise my kids 90s style with the movies and shows. And I watched it with them. And like I'm watching, I'm like, these effects are dog water. You know what I mean?
Right?
This ant
a little outdated.
Yeah. This ant is it's not too convincing, but like to my kids, it was like, whoa.
They're locked in, right? They're locked in, dude. They're in it.
And when the ant died, when my kid started crying, I was like, no, it's all right. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry about it. It's, the ant saved their life. And the scorpion, I was thinking the whole time, like, where the hell do they live in where there's a scorpion in a yard? Made no damn sense.
Right?
Like some kid's pet must have got it out. But so I watched that. I really enjoyed it.
Nice. That's a good one to revisit, man. I love that intro too, the animated intro on that. Oh, I love a good animated intro,
That was good. And then I've watched I've talked about this, but the Goonies, and then
classic
Indiana Jones. So like those are
nice. Indiana Jones, dude. There you go.
Trying to find another good 90s movie for my kids this weekend. Because we have like
have you done Three Ninjas?
No, that's a good suggestion.
Three Ninjas is a classic, dude. Three Ninjas is pretty classic, man. That's one of my favorites.
I'm gonna have to put that in the list. I wanted to watch Heavyweights.
Oh, there you go, bro. That's a banger right there. And one of the best Disney movies ever. Like slightly inappropriate, but just like, walking that line of like what's acceptable, what's not. I mean, it definitely crossed a bunch of lines, which I love. That's what I like about it. And honestly, that's like the OG of Ben Stiller's character that ended up going on to do that Dodgeball, the Dodgeball character. That's it right there. That's the origin right there.
I love it. And I wanted to watch it this past weekend, but my wife was worried that it would maybe encourage our kids to be bullies to fat kids. I'm like, no. They won't be bullies. We'll tell them, like, you gotta, our kids are nice. Like, they're not.
If you see a fat kid at school, give him a cookie. Give him a pat on the back, and just throw a hot pocket at him. He's, that's the nice way to interact with
my youngest ones. They have like no filter. I was at a game store, and there was a severely obese guy at the game store. My kid hadn't seen anybody that obese, and they say out loud, they're like, well, look, that guy is fat.
Like, whoa. Yeah, because kids will say the truth without really knowing that it's
not appropriate
to do it.
And I had to take my kid out of the store. I said, look, I know he is, but like it's very rude and it hurts people's feelings to say stuff like that. If you want to make a comment like that to me, let's wait till we get back to the car, and then we could talk about why that person's like that. And they're like, why are they like that? I'm like, probably lots of reasons. I don't know the exact reason. But I was embarrassed. You feel bad.
No, it's an embarrassing thing. Because it makes you look like a bad parent or something, like, you know what I mean? But the kids, it's a kid just being pure of heart and not really knowing, until they do it, and then they get corrected, and then it's like, okay.
It happened once and it hasn't happened again. So
Exactly. That's how you
But
learn.
but that's
You
why
know.
my wife was worried. She's like these kids might turn into bullies. I'm like, they're not going to turn into bullies. We'll talk to them. But
Right.
yeah, we got some people chat. Jason Scholl says, and we got some Three Ninjas supporters.
Yeah, we do. Three Ninjas
Uh,
Clan.
Heavyweights is top notch. Stillers Slayers. You guys get it. Mighty Ducks. That's another good one.
Dude, Mighty Ducks is
Dang.
classic, man. I just sold that one on VHS in the one of my Facebook groups. Yeah.
Dang. That's what. So you're still in the VHS game?
Yeah, man, I'm
Oh yeah.
hardcore in the VHS game. I haven't been selling them lately because I've just been locking in on this
Restaurant.
bookstore foodery situation that we got going. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm just really locked in on that and the freestyles right now. It's like I don't have
Mm.
any time for much of anything else besides these I got kittens running around here too. I still got 4 kittens. People, I mean,
Dang.
I could have a whole dang freaking YouTube channel of just kittens if I wanted, but I'm not going to do that because it's just I don't
That's
know.
tempting. It's tempting.
It's tempting. No, yeah, I was like, wait, I thought that would blow up. Actually, these kittens do this for them, and they just go around. They're like little jujitsu artists, just rolling around on the
Ooh.
ground, dude. Just little kitten wrestling matches, man. It's crazy. We could bet money on it, like Asians, and smoke cigarettes, but I don't do that,
Mhm.
you know. But somebody
Throw
could
money on
do
the
it.
floor. Yeah,
Somebody could do it. You
that's
know,
fun.
it's kind of fun though. It's kind of fun watching them roll around and just go crazy. They're just man, they bring a lot of life to the house, though. I'll tell you that, man. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna get rid of them, dude. I think I'm gonna keep them all. I'm
No,
crazy,
you gotta get rid of them, dude. You
bro.
can't
I'm
be.
keeping them all, Provo. I'm keeping every single
No,
one of them, dude. I'm keeping the
no,
fam together, dude.
dude.
I gotta do it. I'm
I gotta put
crazy.
I gotta put the foot down, dude. You can't have
I,
that
got, I gotta
unless
do
you
it, bro.
unless you live on a dang old farm and you
I
got a
do,
mouse
bro. I
problem.
kind of live on a farm. I kind of do.
Oh well, I mean
You know what I mean? I can let them run wild, dude.
that's rodent control.
You know
They're
what I mean,
going.
man? Honestly, I kind of do live on a piece of land where it could actually, I think I could work it, dude. I think I
Yeah,
could do this.
maybe a couple of them. I don't know about 4, but yeah, you definitely need some rodent patrol if you're
It's
out there
going to
in the
be
wilderness.
interesting. It's
That's
getting interesting.
hilarious.
I'll tell you that, man. It's getting interesting out here, man.
Dang. Well, speaking of like your bookstore, dude, I had a question. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of like are you gonna have I assume like a children's section for
Yeah, no,
books?
I will have a children's section with like some old school scholastic books and just kind
Ooh,
of like, I mean, I'll branch out a little bit beyond orthodoxy into other things that are kind of wholesome, like C.S. Lewis and like, you know what I
yes.
mean? That I feel like things that are still in the same kind of similar phronema that I feel like don't really delve into heretical areas of some fantasy can delve into areas where I feel like it could be, you know, problematic. And I feel like C.S. Lewis kind of gets it.
Mhm.
And I really like his books, you know, and
Some
I feel
of
like they'll fit.
yeah, some of his themes are. I read the Lion, Witch, in the Wardrobe to my daughter, and then what's the book right after it?
I get them mixed up.
There's just
I,
so many.
there's the Dawn Treader. There's
Uh,
my son's reading one of them right now, part 3, and I can't even remember what that one is. He's almost all the way through it too.
it's where was I? I'm on number The Horse and His Boy. That's the one I
Yeah,
read with my daughter.
there you go.
And I was
Yeah,
reading that, but there's still some mature themes
yeah.
they talk about grape. I was reading it to my daughter. I'm like, yeah,
Oh wow, I
you're
didn't even
6
realize they talk about grape. That's crazy.
you're 6 years old. I'm just not even gonna read
Yeah,
that
no, they
sentence
don't
out
even
loud.
need to. They don't need to think about that. You
Not only,
know.
yeah, because my child will ask me like what words mean, and then
Yeah,
I look them up with her. So, but
that's a good way to learn.
overall, I thought that book was amazing, and it deals with it's about basically Muslims and Christians, and Muslims going to war with Christians.
Sounds
And
pretty orthodox to me.
yeah, I was like, this,
Sounds like the Byzantine Empire, bro.
yeah, I was like, I really like this book.
Yeah.
But like the Muslims believe in slaves, and they treat people poorly in the book, and they're not explicitly Muslims, but you
Right.
read between the lines,
Yeah, no, you get it. You get it. Yeah.
But right now, I took a break from that, and then I'm reading. What are your thoughts on? I think the Magic Tree House. It's a bit fantastical.
I don't know if I've read that one. I don't know if I've read that one, or if I have, it's been a long time. So I don't know if I can recall off the top of my head the exactly everything that kind of went down in that one.
It's like I enjoy the books. It's a bit fantasy and but the themes in the book I think are generally positive. It's about a brother and sister, Jack and Annie, who find a magic tree house, and
Right.
they meet this woman named Morgan Le Fay and eventually Merlin, and they go on missions, and they overcome challenges and they work together as a team.
Yeah,
Overall,
I'm not totally against like Merlin type of stuff too, because I mean that's like isn't there a similar figure in Lord of the Rings? Wasn't the I mean there's some
Gandalf,
sort of yeah, right? Gandalf,
yeah,
right?
Gandalf, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. There's magic in Lord of the Rings, but it's not like it's not really explicit magic a lot of the time, right?
Mhm.
Like Gandalf isn't using his magic to do all the heavy lifting. You know it's people making choices and going on a journey. I
Right?
actually just started rereading The Hobbit again today,
Nice,
um,
nice.
and I love that. But have you read the Screw Tape Letters by C.S. Lewis?
I haven't read it, but I have it on my shelf right now. I found it at a thrifty. I heard that
Damn.
one's really good though. I heard that one's really good. I think there's like some sort of demonic I think screw tape is it that the name of the voice or the entity or something of that sort? I could be wrong. I haven't read it myself, so
Yeah, my wife's reading it right now, and she's like, "You got to read this book. It's
I've heard
really
it's
good."
really good.
Like, all right, I'll read it. Calm down, calm down. I'm busy over here reading the Magic Treehouse, so give me some time.
Right,
Um,
right.
but
Trying to pace yourself with all these.
but I think you could, there's a large selection of. I think you could fill your
Yeah.
bookstore with some of these. Like all the problem is like I go to a Barnes and Noble, and all these books are like LGBTQ coded or
Yeah. See, we're not
um,
gonna have none of that there, you know.
yeah.
For
It's I'm
sure.
like, what is this? My kid got a book, and it was like, The Overachieving Egg or something,
Huh.
and it's, Overeager Egg, and anyways, the story's like, um, Are You My Mommy book where, like, there's a lost animal and it walks around and it sees a horse. Are you my mommy? No. Are you my mommy? And, at the end, instead of it being a mommy, it's a dad, and it's a dad swan, and it's a baby chick swan, and it's like, they basically, I'm like, "Is this is transcoded?" Because the baby chick's like, um, asking the daddy swan a question, and the dad swan's like, "Daddy swans can do everything." I'm like, "Whoa." Like, they can't have babies, let's just be clear
Right?
about that, like, I don't know. Don't really I was like, "I'll put this book in the donation pile." But
Nah, exactly.
see, I mean, I'll go back to what is it, not Doctor Dolittle, Doctor Seuss, he's got that book,
Dr.
like,
Seuss, man.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah. I
that's
like me some Dr. Seuss.
yeah, it's just classic, simple stuff,
Yeah.
but,
No,
even
I was gonna ask you about have you been to Orthodox liturgy lately?
I
How's
have
your journey with Orthodoxy going?
it's well, I look at it as cemented. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not, I haven't been since before Christmas, but,
Okay.
I've been, trying to get my life in order.
Yeah. I hear you.
So but, I'm looking forward to the next opportunity to go.
Nice.
But
Nice.
I'm not yeah, for me, like, right now, the way I look at Orthodoxy is like, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So I don't have any more questions. I used to, like, have questions like, maybe Catholicism or maybe I never really considered Protestantism, but,
Yeah.
I've settled. I'm like, I feel comfortable. And
Nice.
I just need to find the time to go. I find I make excuses, it's like trying to
Yeah.
go to the gym, like, it's an hour away. My wife's need help. My wife needs help with the kids. I'll stay.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, I just make
I find
excuses.
excuses from time to time as well.
But no, I do plan on continuing to go, and, um,
Nice.
it feels like for me that I just have comfort in that, right? Like, I'm not looking anymore. The
Yeah.
only thing I might do is like, go to a different Greek Orthodox parish, but I like the one I
Yeah.
found.
Nice.
So
That's
I like
awesome,
the
dude.
community, and um, my plan is to go to gradually just condition my kids to go because
Nice. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, that's part of the process for sure. That could be depending on the situation. It could be challenging or not that challenging. But
right now it's just me that goes. So
right,
like
exactly.
like all right, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to church, and but I'm trying to think of ways to incentivize them and make
Yeah,
it fun or make it I got ideas, but
nice.
so we'll see. I'm trying to figure out how to, because for me growing up, I didn't like going to church.
Right, me
I thought it,
neither. I
I
was
thought it
going
was,
to Catholic church, yeah, and it was just a bummer.
and I'm working with that right now, like in my life, like with my kids, and I grew up, and a lot of the people who I grew up with were devout LDS, and as they got older, very few of them now in my friend group are devout. Maybe like
Right,
one or two. And so, like for me, I'm raising my kids, and the most important thing I do with them is like pray every night. Every night we pray. We finished well, my daughter has like a few by different versions of the Bible because we read them. I'm like, I don't know about that version. So we're just reading through the Bible and just that
nice.
just building that base more than anything. Because I feel like I don't want my kids to resent having to go to church or being forced to do something, and then growing up and be like, I didn't like doing that. You made me do that,
Right.
and then pushing away from it. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that in a way that's welcoming and lasting. Um, it's for me, it's a puzzle, and I'm trying to solve it.
Yeah. No, it can be a challenge, man. um, I got to use the restroom so
Oh,
bad.
go ahead. Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna be
I
right back.
can.
Can you hold it down for 1 minute?
I'll monologue my.
I
I mean, I'll
do.
keep
Provo's the
talking just
monologue
kidding.
king. What are we talking about here? I'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
right back,
Take your time.
brother.
Cool. But like, it is interesting growing up, and for me, like I was saying, is uh, it's difficult to see the people I grew up with turn away from Christ, and I understand when they leave the LDS church. You know what I mean? It's they find out the things I think many of maybe your audience knows that maybe things about Joseph Smith or things about Brigham Young or the history of the Latter Day Saints, and a lot of people just throw out all of Christianity, all of it. They're like, "Oh, well, Jesus Christ, I don't even know if he was a real person." Old Testament, slavery, and XYZ, and it's disheartening. So I guess to answer Mark's question, I haven't been recently, but I'm working on creating a an atmosphere of Christ at home, a Christ coded home. And that's to me, I think, where most of my focus is just establishing the belief in Christ, which becomes hard because my kids have questions like
Nice.
why are we this way? Like why did like my kid my daughter has like dress ups, and
Right.
my boy put on like a skirt, and he thought he was being funny. I said, I looked at him and said, "Boys don't wear skirts, dude." Um, He's all, "Why?" Well, actually, they do wear skirts. Not that one though. We men wear kilts.
Right.
So what's a kilt? I'm all, it's something. We're Scottish, we're Irish, but we don't live there.
Yeah.
Um, they wear. And I pulled up a picture on a phone. I'm like, this is what a kilt looks like. So I'm like,
Right.
if you're gonna be a man and you want to wear a skirt, that's what you wear. But you need to play the bagpipe too. That's also required.
Dude, I remember at the every day I went to high school, I went to Helix High School, and every morning I would get there. I'd get there real early, get there around 6 a.m. or something, and there'd be this guy, and it was like Scottish themed, the like
Mhm.
mascot and the Helix thing, and he would be there with his kilt and his bagpipe every morning, and he'd play a song for like an hour. He'd play like, or maybe not one song, but he'd play like a whole string of songs for an hour, and it was just like, I don't know, it was kind of powerful.
That is.
You know what I
100%.
mean? Like I would see him there. It was just dedication, just every day, 6 a.m. My crazy butt would be there because my parents are forcing me to go to school. But his butt will get up on his own accord, put that kilt on, grab that bagpipe, and he'd be down there before I was down there. And he's just getting it, dude. He's just blowing notes, man, like it with everything in his soul, dude.
That-
And
That's freaking
you
cool,
know
man.
what? It was kind of cool, man. I remember I'd just sit there and just kind of listen to him and watch him, and no one would be around. No one else would have really. Not a lot of people would really appreciate it. They'd just be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
it's just a guy playing the bagpipe. He does that every day." It's just like, nah, man. Yeah, exactly. He does that every day at 6
dedication.
a.m. You know what I mean? Like he gets up at 5. You know what I mean? And he goes out there, and that's what he starts his day with, man. Like I
Oof.
don't know, man. There's something honorable about that to me. There's something so beautiful about that.
It's character building, and it's
Hmm.
something I've been trying to aspire to be, is like be like the men that were before me, because I think
Right?
you grow up and you think, well, I could do things differently, and like I think they figured things out, like waking up, having a routine, keeping an
Yeah.
organized life. Like
Yeah.
my aunt, I have an aunt who passed away, but her husband, um, he passed away before she did, and he had a tool shed, and I walked in his tool shed one time. He was passed away, but everything was organized perfectly.
I bet.
Everything had a place, you know.
Yeah.
And then that's how he lived, right?
And don't misplace anything in there. You know what I mean? You'll be in for it,
Yeah.
dude.
But he woke up every morning, took care of the things he needed to take care of. He went to
Hmm.
bed on time. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a good way to live. Like that young man who was playing the bagpipes, waking up early, having a dedication, being
Yeah.
organized in your life. Those are things to aspire. And growing up, I was rebellious. I'm like, I don't need to do stuff like that. I could stay up
Same
late.
here,
I could sleep in. I can
dude. It's
figure
funny.
life
I
out.
I feel that rebel spirit. Like we both kind of have it. You know what
Oh,
I mean? It's like that gesture, that class clown that
yes.
you see someone in charge, but they're kind of talking out of their butt a little bit. You just kind of want to. How about just poke some holes in this nonsense real quick? You know?
Yeah, man. I was a rabble rouser, rebel dude.
Yeah.
Wanted to, because I was always kind of an outcast. I was the
Same here,
non-practicing
dude. I
one.
was the youngest of like my brother and sister were like in their 40s, and I'm like, like a little baby kid. It's just such a
Dang.
gap that I felt like I was the black sheep. It wasn't just what I felt; it's what it was.
Wow. Me and you are similar. I have siblings, but they're all separated by like 20 years and 10 years. So older than me.
Seriously,
So,
and
like,
man, that makes such a big difference. Like you feel so disconnected with that age
oh
gap,
yeah.
that
Oh
level
yeah.
of age gap. There's such a disconnect there. They could be. I mean, my brother and sister could be my parents.
Yeah, yeah, they go.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
and
that's
like,
what it kind of felt like.
mhm. And
You know?
they like my brother and sister grew up different generations, and by the time I was 8 years old, my older brother was like 18, and
Yeah.
he doesn't want to hang out with an 8-year-old kid. He wants to be a teenager and do his
Right.
own thing. He's like, dude, you are annoying. Get away. Which
Right.
I didn't understand till I got older. I was like, oh, I understand.
Mhm.
And then I had empathy. But when I was 8 years old, I was like, what?
You're
Why
like,
did
why
he?
does my brother hate me?
Yeah,
Right? Like, why does my brother hate me? Like, that's what I thought. You know what I mean? I
yeah.
didn't get it. I was like, why does my brother hate me, Dan?
Huh, he just wants to grow into.
He's just trying to. I'm like a tumor attached to the leg or something.
They try.
But
He's
honestly,
trying.
it wasn't that bad. Like, but I get that there's those moments, where you're just like, oh, you don't understand as a kid, where you get kind of like shunned or something, and
Oh yeah.
it could be so detrimental in that moment to you, and you don't really understand it. At least to me, that's how I thought. I'd be like, I remember I got shunned a couple times. I'd just go like cry in a corner, like why
Mhm.
doesn't anybody like me?
Oh,
But
it
it's just like,
hurts.
yeah, you know,
Hurts, man. And it's so hard, like having kids. Like their world schema and their world view isn't even. It's like fragmented. They don't even. They're trying to figure out like what is Earth or anything. Like
yeah.
it's complicated. Like today, my kids asked me a complicated question. My 3-year-old did. He's like, "Can
Wow.
girls marry girls?" My
Oh
6-year-old
man.
had already been told at school that girls can marry girls and boys can marry girls boys can marry boys, girls can marry girls, not by a teacher or anything, but by other kids. Another,
Right, 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 right.
And so I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, you put me in a tough spot. Like, I don't really want to talk about this right now." It's like, "Will men marry women? Why?" I'm like, "Because that's how God made us. Because only a man and a woman can have a child." Um,
Exactly. That's it. And that's it, dude. And
yeah,
what a great, so simple, but it really is that.
yeah,
It's because, the purpose of procreation. You cannot
absolutely.
procreate woman on woman, man on man. It's not, you know what
Doesn't
I mean?
work.
It's against God's design. You're going against God's will.
Yes,
You're going, you know what I mean? You're literally working against nature and God, you know?
it's and my they just asked so many questions. I was like, you know what?
That's so good though, man. That's so good. Hey, Octavian made it.
Hey,
Octavian, he made it,
bow,
dude. The dude
bow,
that made this
bow.
happen. Shout out to Octavian, dude. Thanks for being here, man. Without you, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, we're an hour in. This has been a blessed conversation.
Dude, this has been awesome. It's been a great, great conversation. Great vibes too.
I know you had notes. So I don't want to.
Oh no, dude. You know what? That's the thing, though. I had notes just in case there was nothing to talk about, but we're doing great.
Nice. Yeah, there's always
Right?
something. When I'm talking about myself, sometimes I feel like there's nothing to talk about. But in reality, there's a plethora of things to discuss.
Yeah.
So many things. But what are some things on your notes? Like
Well, one of them is I wanted to delve deeper, going back to your Mormon rap group.
oh, nice.
Was it a Mormon rap group? Was everybody in there? I'm assuming
Yep.
was probably from your local area and kind of all on the same page. What was the name of the rap group? Did you guys put out an album?
Oh, yeah.
Have you kept in touch with these people? How many albums did you put out? I mean, like, I'm just so curious
The
about it.
Lord.
I
The
love it.
Lord.
I want to hear the Provo rap lore. I need to hear it.
So like it started. My first rap group was in junior high. I was like maybe 13 years old. I had two
Nice.
rap groups. I got Garage Band, and so I had two friends. Our first rap group was called O Town, and
Okay.
we made a diss song. It
Nice.
was awful. Like we just put a simple beat.
Yeah.
Then we made a diss song and we put it on an
Who made
iPod.
the beat? Was it one of your friends?
I think it was a collective effort. We're like, put
You
this,
guys all made a beat together. That's
yeah, but it was like garage band, so it was like super
yeah,
simple,
that's
just a couple
okay.
notes, and we didn't really even rap. Like we were kind of numbskulls. We were like kind of talking, whatever.
Yeah.
But we made a diss song for other kids in our school. It was all light and fun, but so we put it on an iPod. Then we took it to school, and everyone's like, "What are you listening to?" Because people used to ask that, like, "What do you listen to on your iPod?" I'm like, "Oh,
Right.
it's a diss song. It's from our rap group. We made it." And so we'd shared that around, and then
Octavian's asking who were you dissing?
our friends. So like we were.
That's
This was
funny.
actually I wasn't there. This was in ninth grade. And then the older kids in high school that we were kind of friends with found out about it, and then they wanted to they got interested. Like, oh, you guys do that, and they were more skilled. Most of my
Right.
friends, a lot of my best friends were a year or two older than me. So then they were talented. Then I started making music with them, and we made a rap group called the White Bandits.
Oh, I
Um,
remember. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. The White Bandits,
the
dude.
White Bandits. And we eventually just made like a couple songs, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And then we towards the end of the year, we were like, we need to make an album. So we made a 17 track album,
Dang,
um,
17 tracks, dude.
4 or 5 skits. So we put skits in between them too.
That's sick. I want to drop an album with skits. Like it's gotta have skits, you
Yep.
know?
Um, and we made 17 copies. There's only one copy left that we have.
Dude.
My friend has it, and he won't. He's like the hardest person to get in contact with. He's like, I don't know. He's not quite a homebody, but he has a family, kids,
Right.
whatever. He's just doing his own thing. But I'm trying to get the CD from him.
Nice.
I can make a copy and I can put it on YouTube. I'm like, what are you waiting for, dude?
Dude, yeah, no, that's what
Give
I'm
me the
saying. Yeah, dude,
CD.
drop it on YouTube, man. I've been digging through like old hidden hip hop gems that are just, just hidden all over the world, man. There's so many hip hop artists that never made it in the 90s that put out crazy demos and groups, and like it's intimidating.
It is.
It's intimidating the amount of dope MCs that put out
Oh,
crazy albums that no one knows about. And we got Stephen David in the chat here. I
woo-wee.
think he seems like he's rapping the lyrics to this to the track you're talking about right now.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's one of them. That was that one was a hit.
That's the hit, right? That's
That
the
one
hit.
was
That's
a
the White
hit.
Bandit. That's the White Bandit single right there, dude.
Yeah, we had a few singles. Like one of the rap group became like once other people in our school found out about it, they wanted to like join the group, so we would have guest spots.
Oh,
So like,
nice.
we'd have so the rap group grew to like I don't know, we had maybe or 8 or 9 people on the
Wow.
album
So
in total.
you guys were like a Mormon Wu-Tang clan there for a second, dude.
Yeah, because everyone was like, "Oh," it'd be like, "Let's go over to Provo's house," and then, you know, people would like make their own raps too that weren't even part of our rap group, and like, "All right, your turn, you make a rap," and then, then we'd play video games, and then we'd switch off, and then we'd go make a rap, and my parents would get like, "Hey, what are you guys? What's with all the dirty words? What are you guys doing? Like, we're just making a rap song."
We're just
Um,
making a rap song, Mom. Don't worry.
and my parents were very kind and gracious, and they
They sound pretty
appreciated it.
chill, man. They sound pretty chill about the whole ordeal.
Yeah. So and the rap group eventually broke up because one of the members' parents found out about it. And he was the most talented one in the group, absolutely hands down.
Wow.
He was a high IQ individual. He's went on to become he's successful. But
Nice.
he's just a talented, very smart guy, lyrically witty. Just we called him the real Slim Scatty.
The real Slim Scatty, dude.
And
Representing, bro.
he or Shade. Well, he had like different names too, but
oh, you got you got to throw the AKAs in there. See, that's the thing. Right now, I'm Mr. Video, but I'm working in the AKA Monk Cipher realm, which is actually based on my initials, Mark Curtis Rotel.
Oh,
and I
like
can
that.
also with that do MC Realm and some other spin-offs with that.
Dang.
Right?
I like that. Yeah. That's a good approach.
Yeah. It's just something I've been kind of floating around that I was kind of developing through my freestyle Fridays, through the freestyles themselves. It's been kind of emerging. It's interesting.
But to close the story,
sorry to interrupt. Sorry.
Oh, this friend's parents found out, and because our rap album was very explicit, like we didn't hold back. Like one of our songs was called N-word, N-word, B-word. That was the whole song. And
that's amazing, dude.
I thought it was a good song. A lot of people liked the
good song. That's awesome. I gotta hear this one day in its fullness, dude, in all its original glory, dude. We gotta track this gentleman down, man.
We will. And then so the guy's parents found out. They shut the whole thing down because he was the heart. He was the heart of the group.
Yeah,
he was the most talented. And then we made like dumb songs here and there, but like everything fell apart after that. But we did make 17 CDs. I was dumb enough to give one of them to an art teacher.
Did you say you made 17 CDs?
Yeah, I made 17 CDs, and we sold them all. Sold them all.
Dude.
Gave some away.
That's crazy, dude.
I burned them all. I sat there burning CD after CD, and then I made like an album cover. And I made like the track list on the back.
Nice.
It was like for me probably the most artistic I've ever been. I was like I wasn't a main rapper. I was only in a couple songs, but I was the one organizing everything and
nice
putting things together. And I had some input on some songs, but that was our rap group. We were like, what's the Lonely Island? Is that a rap group? Like it's the SNL guy. He had a rap group.
I don't know.
Comedy rap. That's what I would call us. Like our rap was like comedy.
Right.
It was fun. But looking back, like I think we would have been successful if we would have came like 10 years later. where
Right? You're ahead,
uh,
dude. You guys were ahead of the game. You're
yeah,
ahead of
yeah.
the game.
We were, yeah, just dinking around on GarageBand, and sometimes you could hear the what is it called, monotone.
Yeah.
We sometimes we best up and leave that in the song, so you hear that the whole time. We had like a love song too, a song called "Truth," which was a hit.
Nice.
So we had like some ballads, some R&B. We had some gangster rap. Like we tried our hand at
A little bit of
different
something
rap.
for everybody, huh? A little bit
Yeah,
of
yeah.
something for everybody. It sounds like.
But yeah, I'll hopefully I'll get the CD. I'll talk to my friend and tell him like, give that to me.
Heck
Uh,
yeah, dude. Yeah.
or I'm just gonna take it. It's like Greenland, dude. I'm gonna get it one way or the other. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Right. I have another. Here's another note here. This is a random note just to spark some interesting conversation. How do you feel about the name of this episode? Just a couple of dolphins swimming upstream.
Oh, I love it, dude. First of all, dolphins are intelligent animals. I think like I look at streams. This is a fresh stream, and like you got to move through it. Dolphins are
Right?
free flowing. We ain't no SeaWorld dolphins over here. We
Nope,
ain't some
dude.
cage critters.
We the wild dolphins, dude. We're out of the cage, dude. We're on a rage. We're on a rampage, dude. We're on a dolphin rampage.
That's right. It is. It can't be enclosed.
Can't
No
close it.
way.
Can't hold us down, dude. Can't lock us down. Can't hold us down, bro.
Mm-mm.
We're out of the cage. We're ocean flowing, dude. We're fresher than the ocean breeze.
That's right. That dang old
That's right.
Febreze. We smell so good too, dude.
That's right, dude.
Have you? I talked about my rap group, but have you put together an album? I see you post. You're starting to post your like actual videos of some of your freestyles.
Yeah, little
Yeah.
clips. I've been clipping them. I haven't put together anything. I might put together. I'm thinking of actually putting together some of these clips, even though they're not my beats and they're kind of like just random free beats from random producers on. But they're not like free. They say
Yep.
free, but it's not really free. I'm thinking of releasing a free album just of freestyles, of just like
Ooh,
called like the Freestyle Sessions Volume 1, maybe Birth of Monk Cypher Realm, something like
dang.
that, and just dropping it maybe for free on SoundCloud or wherever, something like that. Just
On
kind of
YouTube, brother.
wherever on
On
YouTube, of
YouTube.
course, too. I'll do it there as well, of course, but just like in a couple areas, where people can kind of access it, and it'll just be for free. It'll just be a free drop, and
I like that.
something I'm thinking about. But I want to get down on the Neo Byzantium. I'm just waiting on Tony. Tony
Mm.
knows I'm ready. I've been training, but I'm just it's balls in his court, so I'm just waiting
Yeah.
on that one.
Ooh,
But
a
I mean,
nice.
I'm ready, dude. I'm so ready for that. I mean, we already started working on a track together, the first track, but we haven't progressed beyond that yet. So I'm ready, man. I'm ready to lock in
Oh,
whenever. I'm just
oh,
working,
I
staying
don't
busy.
know how I didn't know that you two were working together, cooking something
Yeah,
up.
no, we are working together. Yeah. We worked on a track, and I laid down a pretty dope verse. He's got a verse on it, and he's got the hook on it. It's already pretty much ready to go. Whenever he mixes it, it could be a complete track. So that's already
Dang,
there. Yeah, and it's sick.
that's
Dude.
fun.
He
That's
played it
what.
once on stream, but the verse he was playing it wasn't linked up with the beat yet, so it didn't sound right. But once it
Mhm.
links up, once he aligns it with the beat, the way I rapped it, it's gonna and mixes it, it's gonna sound amazing.
Come
So
through clean. Yeah,
yeah,
it got me excited about that one, dude. I want to hear
yeah.
that. His
I'm
he's
excited, dude. I've always wanted to make a hip hop album my whole life. Like it's been on my bucket list. It's like something I need to do before I die.
well,
And
you
I'm
yeah.
gonna do it somehow, one way or another.
Oh,
If I have to figure out how to make beats myself, I will.
yeah.
Honestly, you
Well,
know, I
I would just like if that's like a bucket list of yours, dude. I would do what you're doing, like with the ones you're releasing and just the singles.
yeah,
I'd put them together as one, and then from there, like you've completed somewhat your goal, and then you just keep stacking on that. Like, all right, that's done. Now let's
yeah,
do it better. Then let's do it better, right?
yeah.
So like finished is better than perfect.
Right?
So
Exactly.
just
That's how I see it. It's like I just want to kind of. I'm more of a guy like let's get out there and leap out there, even if we don't have everything all together. Let's just do it and then learn from the experience, put together, get something finished, a finished product, and then build off of that.
yeah.
You know?
I'm hyped for you, man. You get me excited. I realized this whole
Yeah,
time.
no, I'm sorry, I'm excited, man. It's just like it's just Yeah, no, it's something I always wanted to do since I was 8 years old, since I was a little kid, and I didn't ever think it was realistic. Like I didn't, I used to rap. I used to be like a closet rapper where I wouldn't show anyone I could rap, and then one day I like showed one of my friends, and he was like, "That was kind of decent, you know, that was actually pretty good." And then I really just kind of started developing it and doing it at house parties, and I had a buddy who could beatbox and stuff, and we go around and just kind of have fun, you know, like create a vibe, create like a cool little circle of people, a cipher, people get around and it's just like it's fun, you
That is
know?
fun. I dig that a lot. I had some friends, like I was like I had friends who did that, right? And even in
Yeah,
college, I had a couple friends who did that, but I always felt like I was the bottom of the totem pole, so I was always like insecure. Like these guys are lyrical monsters. I'm over here like old McDonald. What the hell do I say? Like, dude,
right?
they try to like hype me up and make me feel good, but I was like, oh man, this is. But then eventually, like if you keep doing it, and sometimes like I'd be under the influence and it would be easier.
Yeah,
But like
exactly.
when your friends are like encouraging you and like they build you up, dude, then it's the camaraderie was the best part. Um,
Exactly.
and for me and my rap group, we would write down our lyrics. Then we would,
Nice.
say read
Heck
them to
yeah.
each other. That was fun too. That was like my favorite thing was like write it down and they'd be like, "Yo, that sucks. Take that out." I'm like, or
Yeah.
that's great, dude. And maybe
No,
add this to it.
I definitely, I write as well. I've just learned for me writing recently, I've learned how to write better by starting with freestyle, building the cadence from the freestyle. Like when I get in the zone, I'll hit like a certain cadence, a certain way to go to the beat with the beat. And I'll be like, oh, whenever I find it through a freestyle, it tends to flow better with the beat more naturally than if
Yeah.
I were to start with writing. For me,
Mhm.
so I've learned a way to kind of blend the freestyle with the writing to where it kind of leads into it in
Yeah,
a way.
writing for your skill set, like writing is almost like a template or a framework. And then like once you got that
Right.
framework, then the freestyle just flows off it and you're just boom, 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 hitting all the
Right.
points you need to. It's I like that method. I like that approach quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it works. It's working, man. I'm trying because a lot of freestyle guys can't write, and a lot of guys that write really good can't freestyle good usually. You
It
know,
is
it
like
tends
that.
to be that tends to be the case. But
And it
there's a lot of exceptions to that. Like Idea freestyled and wrote great. Micah Nine freestyled and wrote great. Dose One freestyled and wrote great. The best freestylers of all time wrote too. It's all part of it, you know, and it goes hand in hand, you
the
know, when you're doing it.
I remember in high school, like Little Wheezy, Lil Wayne was coming up, and
Right?
he's like he doesn't write anything, so I'm like, I got to try this, dude. I'm like, oh no,
Yeah.
no, I'm not built like that. I'm like, let me get the pen and paper out first. I got to get my ideas organized. But some people like they really can just flow.
Yeah.
And it is interesting how like people have their different lanes and different avenues, and there are hybrids. But good
Yeah.
stuff, Mark. Hey, we got
Dude, I think we should do a freestyle session if you're up for it. Just a short one. What do you
short one.
think, Provo?
I think we got like I don't know, maybe 12 minutes left. So
We do. I think it might be
I
a good time.
right now, and then close out with final
Just
thoughts.
whatever, right?
Yeah, I'm
All right,
nervous. I got nervous.
I'm gonna one more restroom break. I have the worst bladder ever.
Oh,
I
no worries.
apologize. And I'll be right back, and then we're gonna kick off that beat because I can't freestyle if I'm thinking about peeing the whole time. I'm gonna be freestyling about peeing.
No, no
And I
worries.
can't do
Yeah,
I'm not R. Kelly, so I can't do that. I'll be right back though.
good stuff, man. Hey, for those watching, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the share button. You can't donate, don't need to, but it's nice if you do. But I think the nicest thing you can do is just like, share, and I think the coolest thing to do is just watch. So thank you everybody for watching. We had Octavian 33 in the chat. Shout out Octavian, Jason Scholl, John Castle, Soft Chakras, Steven Icon, David, dude. We had Sawyer Stash, Cinestalker, great crowd. Couldn't thank you guys enough for spending some time with us this lovely evening. Nervous for the freestyle. I'll tell you that right now, dude. I'm like, oh no, dude. I don't even know if I could do it, dude. Embarrass myself. I'm not as talented as Mr. Light of the Tabor, Mark. So, but I'll give it a college go, college effort, college try. Um,
Dude, Provo's about to shut it down, dude. Provo's about to shut it down. He's the Mormon Tupac, and you guys are about to find out what's really up, dude. No, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun with it. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time, man. Dude, Stephen David says freestyle in all capitals. He's ready, dude. He's ready for the rejuvenation of Provo's rap career. And that's what we're doing tonight, dude. You know what? We're starting a new rap group, and it's called Just Two Dolphins Swimming Upstream, dude. It's abstract.
The Pod Squad.
Dude, the Pod Squad, dude. It's kind of like the Mod Squad, but it's like the Pod Squad.
Yeah.
Provo and Paisios too. Provo and Paisios kind of has a ring to it too, with the double P's, dude.
That's right. That's right.
That does have a little ring to it. All right, let me bring up. I actually made a playlist, a 4-song playlist for this. Just depending, we don't have to do all 4 songs, but just in case you don't like a beat or something, we could vibe. We could skip to the next one, and we could find the right vibe. You know what I'm saying?
My musical ear isn't as tuned to yours, so like I'll probably think they're all good.
They all are pretty good, but it's just like sometimes something fits the vibe better than something else. So let's see. They're all pretty high vibe, if that makes sense. They're all pretty simple to rhyme to. I tried to find things that are kind of not too crazy. Sometimes I'll throw some crazy beats out there. Let's see what we got.
My kids are better at rhyming than me. Let's see.
All right, here we go. Let me see what this beat is. Let me see what I'm working with here. You know what? We're going to skip this beat. I'm already going to skip it. Here we go. Here we go, dude. This is the beat right here. This is the one. Oh, snap.
Can I get a little bit higher? That's it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm joking.
You need the volume higher?
I was just doing what they do in the.
Oh, snap. Here we go. Yo. Oh, here we go. Jason says taborical provorical. Oh, man. Yo, where did my porridge go? I be rhyming like I'm feeling taborical. I don't know if I was born to be an oracle. I'm on the microphone doing it with my homie Provo. We from Utah chilling. All up on the mic when we freestyle spilling. I be illin'. Yo, out, kick a freestyle. Yo, I ate some donuts yesterday. Blaze to be exact. I extract hearts out of the chest of whack MCs. They lay flat on the ground where they belong. Kicking freestyles like I'm doing it. Yo, I belong to a crew that be dope off the tip. Kicking freestyles every rhyme that I flip. Be legit, like Be Legit the rapper. I'm old school, like a prehistoric raptor. Passing it to my homie Provo. Let's go, bro.
Well, you already know it's Provo. Yeah, that's right. I popped up on Mark's show. Yeah, I don't know how to rap, but don't worry, I'll clean up the scraps. Walking through my city. Yeah, it's a little shitty. We got a lot of homeless people, but I try to help them. I say, you want something? Here's free advice. Go to the corner store, get some ice, get some water, fill up your cup. Yeah, that's right. Take that pup to the dog shelter. You don't need it.
Yo, we go into the corner store, get a little bit of ice. Everybody out there is mad about an organization named ICE, but I bring mad spice to the freestyle session like sugar and delights. I bring frights like Halloween nights, kick freestyles, and I like to fly kites. When I'm at the park, even after dark, I kick freestyles on these journeys I embark. Yo, my name is Mark. I'm chilling with my homie Provo. And if you don't know, now you know. We kicking freestyle flows and we be chilling all the way from the floor to the ceiling. Yo, we dope like that. Zodiac, but not killing. Chilling on the microphone, no penicillin.
Mark on the freestyle, just keeping it wild. I'm over here, standing like a villain, just chilling. You know me, the man with the plan. Don't call me Stan. That's all right.
Let me run the next beat.
Yeah, run it back one time.
I'm gonna run another beat for you. Here we go. You want me to kick this one off, or you want to kick this one?
The floor is yours, sir. I do better.
Okay, I'm gonna kick it off. I'm gonna kick it off for you. I'm gonna set the. This is the last beat.
All right. We got this.
Well, I mean, I have another one, but we'll play it. We'll play it by ear. Dude, this is good times, Provo. Yo, we straight chilling. Bass in the background, yo, I don't know what's really going on. I've been practicing, throwing MCs across the ground like a javelin. Yo, what's happening inside of my mind? Can't really make up, yo, what's in time. I will find some new style when I get down like there's a child in a stork dropping off on front porches. I don't know what's going on, man. I know that I can't afford this style. It's too much money, kick freestyles and do the Doug Funny like it's Nickelodeon. I'm killing MCs like they're not even Ethiopian, moving like the Far Side or maybe LA. When I get down on the microphone, I smell gays, and I don't really like that. So I gotta change my city. Get up on the microphone, weak MCs I have no pity for. This ishy floor when I get down, and then I do it like MCs be talking like the riddle, or riddle me this, riddle me that. Taking freestyles, hip hop, and bring it back to the dope rap when it was all kind of cool. Yeah, I'm about to take you to hip hop school. I am a fool for Christ, that's okay. I don't roll dice, I don't really need to gamble. I'd rather just watch Rambo.
Yo, Provo on the mic again. Let me tap in. I be standing, but I like to be walking. I do too much talking, so I sit back and I try to relax. No, I don't smoke crack, but I'll
Dude, you're getting it, dude. Yo, my homie Provo don't smoke crack, but he got the b-ball raps. I do it like, yo, I got my baseball cap. I put it on, I'm feeling fat. Hi there, yo, Nomo. Maybe old school when I do it, yo, I'm with my homie Provo. We off top in slow-mo. We be moving like Matrix when I get down and I be cruising. On the any beat that I step up, I be abusing. Yes, I'm getting loose in the section. Cypher. Intersection, decipher any rectum coming at you, man. That's weird to say. Kick freestyles and fear the gays. I do, but I'm not homophobic. I'm just eating MCs like beef stew. That's a redo, but I don't even care. Kicking freestyles while I'm killing demons in air. Thin air, they disappear into that like hobos or the Hobo Junction or Houdini. Who's he in the scene? Making 3 wishes like he's seen a genie on Aladdin, pants sagging, but not no more. I pull him up, so I do it like I'm rhyming on the floor, having a seizure. Leave it to Beaver watching, kicking freestyles. This a brand new concoction.
Ooh. Concoction. Watch what you're watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're that guys.
We that guys, dude. We're just a couple dolphins swimming upstream, dude. Trying to find an entryway into the ocean. You know,
we looking for that dang old Atlantis. You know, we be searching for the ocean treasures,
underwater treasures of the past realms.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Jason's giving us some claps. The people are happy. The people are very happy about the Provo cipher, about Provo's rap career being revived right here in front of your face.
I feel a comeback,
dude.
I feel a comeback, dude.
This is a comeback, dude. Don't call it a comeback, man, because he's been here all along. You guys just didn't know.
That's right.
You just didn't know, dude. He's here. He's been here like, you know what I'm saying? LL Cool J. Don't call it a comeback, dude. I've been here for years, doing something and suck us to tears. You know what I'm talking about.
I might have to. I might make a rap song, and maybe you make a rap song. Maybe we'll make an album together. Who knows?
Dude, who knows? You never know, man. You never know. You never know where this could lead. But I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
The rap with the when Orthodoxy and Mormons collide or something. You know?
Dude, right? The Orthodox Mormon hip hop coalition, dude.
There you go.
The Orthodox Mormon hip hop coalition in the building, bro.
Dude, I love how your mind works. So your ability to like connect things and to use your linguistic skills impressive. I'm like I need to practice. I need to get better because that is a skill, man. The skill you have that's not it's something you worked hard to do. So like
yeah, no, it took a lot of years of practice. It didn't just come naturally. I sucked, you know. And if you even go back to the first Freestyle Friday, I didn't suck, but the first freestyle did suck. I was just nervous. I was nervous. I was like, you know, wasn't in the zone yet. And it's something that I really have. And if you go back and you look at my last couple episodes, like I kick them off better. They kick off better. I'm still, I don't know. I'm developing. It's a skill I'm definitely developing. It really is.
And like I've seen those, and like you're like a boxer in the ring. Like the first you're just feeling it out in the first 1 or 2 rounds, and then like
Yeah.
you get fired up, dude. The engine starts.
Dude, it's funny, like about 45 minutes to about an hour. Dude, it's funny around there, 45 minutes to an hour, I really get in the zone. And then like an hour and a half in, my voice starts going, but I hit an even higher zone. And my voice is starting to go. And it's like about an hour and a half in is where I really hit my zone. If you skip to about an hour and a half on like my last 3 episodes, just literally back to back, like 4 freestyles in a row that are literally songs. Full on songs from the beginning to the end, like with little to no mistakes in them, and a hook and verses. It's wild. I don't even know how it happens sometimes. Every time I'm about to do the episode, I'm like, I'm gonna mess this up. I'm gonna mess this one up. And it you know, by the glory of God, I don't somehow. It's weird.
You're like almost I almost don't want to say it, like in terms of it being misinterpreted as disrespect, but like, yeah, eventually you're like Joseph Smith of the rap world, dude. You start concocting like a whole album.
It's crazy, man. You ever seen the guy named Ari at Home?
No.
He's pretty cool, dude. What he does, he's from New York. He straps this keyboard over his back. It's like a backpack. Goes around New York making up beats on the spot with his keyboard, and he raps on the spot too, and brings other people on. They can use the microphone and they can get on and make a song on the spot with him, and he'll rap with them over the beat that he just freestyled made on the spot, and he freestyles too. It's crazy.
That's wild. That's talent. That's
another level, and he's doing it in New York where it's busy with a bunch of crazy people, and he's, you know, doing it live there out on the streets in the moment, you know, interacting with people. That's another level too. And with that thing strapped on his back carried around, which is weight, you know, like it's just there's a lot of interesting. Man, what an inspiration he is, dude. And not everything he does is like exactly what I like musically, but he's got talent, man. He really is talented. Sometimes he'll put on like the the auto tune for people that can't sing well. He has an auto tune adjustment. If you can't sing well, he'll throw it on for you, and it helps some people.
That's but for me.
Like, yeah, no, for sure. But like, you know what I mean? For a hip hop head, auto tune is like AIDS in your ears. You know what I mean? And it really is, man. But that being said, one of my favorite tracks of Tony's has auto-tune on it, and it's that one Aladdin track, dude. The one why am I blanking right now? Jason knows the freaking song. Jason listens to it like all the time. It's that he's right. I'm Aladdin on a magic car. I'm Aladdin on a carpet ride show. Oh man. When I first heard that, I didn't care for it. Man, now I listen to that song like religiously. I don't know what it is. It's just got this it's got something to it, man. I really think that song could be a hit. I think that song could be like that song could blow up. That video, even the retro vibe of it all with I really think that song, if any song, I mean, there's a lot of songs of his that could be hits, but that one right there stands out for me. There's something about it. That's a banger. And Jason knows. Dread Assaults is the song.
He like Hello Listener's talented, but and like with everything, like he makes so many things. And that guy you were talking about in New York, where you're like, I don't like some of his stuff. That's just how life is. Like I make streams.
Exactly. You're not gonna like everything that everybody puts in, you know, like, and that's okay. You take the good with the bad. You take the bad with the good.
Well, nobody's perfect. Like artists aren't going to make a perfect song every time. That's just not possible. But like,
it's like you're not going to like everything someone puts out. You know what I mean? That'd be an unrealistic expectation to have. I think it's just like auto-tune is just off-putting to me. But man, the way he used it in Dread Assaults, Tony, game changer.
Yeah,
game changer.
Like one thing I learned from Tony is just like. Just the appreciation, like, you know, you keep working at something, you will make good stuff. Like, you know, for some of Tony's music doesn't register with me, but the other songs, like he played a beat tonight on his show, and I was just like, wow, like this,
dude,
this beat is a phenomenal. Like I want to just listen to the beat. And then he's gonna, you know, make it better, and he goes through his music and makes it better. And he's like a gold miner for his own music. He doesn't know, like when you make music, you are really like mining for gold, and sometimes you find a flex, sometimes you find a nugget. And and that's how I feel like streaming sometimes for myself is like sometimes I have a really good stream, sometimes I don't, sometimes people don't like it, sometimes people do like it.
Yeah.
But that's part of the art, right? Eventually you just get better and better and better. Like with you in your freestyles, right? Like now you're finding towards the, hour and a half after you like
Yeah.
now you're getting gold, you're hitting pay dirt.
Yeah.
Um,
It actually takes an hour and a half for me to actually really get to the place I want to be, which is interesting. It's just like, that's a long time. You know what I mean?
that's
But
flow
that's like, I don't know. There's something to that though. There's something to that, of like, there's places we could get to that we don't even know we can get to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like
It's like
there's,
that.
it's just, but like you got to just put in the time and
Mhm.
get there. You just
Yeah.
got to put in the time and get there, and you're like, oh, I'm here. Okay, I just leveled up.
Oh yeah.
You know?
You gotta absolutely just dig. You gotta dig into your soul, dig into your heart, dig into yourself, see what you can
Exactly.
find.
Yeah.
And then you'll be surprised. But like a lot of people don't even want to, they're dissuaded. They're dissuaded by delusions of insecurities or it's hard or it's difficult. But eventually you get past that. That's your
Mhm.
own stubbornness. Then
Yep.
you really like start to improve and you can apply that to so many things in life, right?
Yes, you can, dude.
It's beautiful.
Heck yeah, man. Well, you know what? Yeah, I know you had about an hour and a half. We're at about an hour and 35 minutes. I don't want to keep you too long here, Provo. I know you're a busy man and a family man with lots of things to attend to. And I just want to thank you for coming on, man, and spending some time with us, and also being gracious enough to have a little freestyle cipher with us, man. That was really fun, really awesome. What a good time that was, man. Like, that's so cool. I think the people really enjoyed it too. I saw the people in the chat loving it. So, I mean, that's awesome, dude. Thank you so much for being here, bro.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. It's childlike. That's play, dude. And I feel like sometimes when you're an adult, you can't, you got to be able to play and have fun with yourself. And for me, I had fun. I was a little bit apprehensive, but that was fun, dude.
I could feel it, but I was trying to like not force it, but just hopefully make a fool of myself enough to make you feel comfortable to jump in.
Yeah, my mind is a little bit more at times maybe diabolical. I'm like, wait, don't say that, it's not appropriate. I'll say things.
No, my mind, I'm constantly self-censoring. People just don't see it, you know. But I'm constantly, man. If you really had me free flowing, my streams would have been, this stuff wouldn't be up.
I like that, dude.
It's bad, but it's like it's raw. It gets raw. I mean, my favorite MC at 8 years old was ODB. So I mean, that kind of speaks for itself, right there, dog.
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I know it's crazy, but that's where I was. And honestly, it makes sense because like ODB was the first person out of the whole Wu-Tang Clan that got signed, and it was from Stretch and Bobbito. He voiced his voice. He freestyled on Stretch and Bobbito. He was signed that night. He had such a unique style and voice, man. When he wasn't, before he got deeper into the substance abuse and stuff, like, I mean, honestly, he was portrayed as something different than he originally was. He was all about the conspiracy truths, and he was a really talented freestyle, unique styled MC. Oh Dirty Bastard meant no father to the style.
Yeah,
that's what that meant. It meant there was no father to his style, that his style was so unique, no one fathered it but him. That's why he's a bastard. It's actually more intellectual than people think.
Absolutely. I could just carry this conversation.
Oh no, we could go forever. Sorry,
I was just like last note I had a thought on that was like we talked about beats and lyrics, but like the voice, that's like a whole nother thing. Is like when somebody has a voice that is distinct and resonating, like that's a whole nother layer.
Which is something I've been playing with lately. Oh man, I can't say too much, but you guys are gonna see something soon that I've been playing with, and it has to do with the voice. And I don't want to say maybe an alter ego. I don't know. That's all I'm going to say right now. But I'm playing around with something right now.
Well, alter egos are great. Like I was talking about with Mac Miller, like he has an alter ego rap. I think it's Larry Fishermore, where he like approaches different topics and subjects. But I see a raid incoming. I think you should keep the energy going. Maybe
oh snap! We see a raid. Oh, is there a raid coming?
That's what Randolph wrestler
Oh,
said.
dude, Raid's coming, so we got to keep it going. We got to keep this going, dude.
Oh, I think I might step back.
You got to step back. You got to step back. If you got to do
but,
what you got to do, you got to do what you got to do,
dude,
Provo.
hit us with that. Hit us with those freestyles, or
Let's do it. I might hit you with a freestyle. I might have to do that right now.
closing
Actually,
freestyle. And for everybody coming in, make sure you hit the like. Make sure you obviously subscribe. You know, show Mark some support.
yeah, I don't think we got any donations today, which we were going to split with Provo. We were going to split half and half, but we didn't get any yet. But if you're feeling generous, you can still send some in, and I'll still be splitting all the proceeds that come in after he leaves with Provo. That's how we're doing it.
Any donation after goes straight to you, Mark. Go straight to you.
Come on, that's crazy.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you kind of make me go. I got a raid here, and I'm just leaving. What am I doing? Man? What am I doing?
Right? Oh man, I'm gonna throw on a little beat here just to transition.
All right, man. God bless you, Mark. Thank you so much for everybody watching.
Yeah, dude. Thank you so much, Provo, for being here, man. It's always a pleasure, dude. Such good times, such good talks.
Hit the replay. Watch it back for what you missed. But for now, enjoy the talents of Mark. You know what I am, Mark? I'm more of like a hype man. You know what I mean?
Right?
I'll be the guy that comes out on stage and hypes the crowd up for Mark, dude. That's where my talents lie.
Heck yeah, dude. I can appreciate it, dude. I can appreciate that, man. There's nothing like a good hype man.
Yeah. Let's hype the crowd up right now, folks. Welcome to the greatest freestyle show on the internet right now. We got Mark, Paisios, Rattel, just getting things in order for you folks. We're going to pop in a nice VHS Wild Animal Park of San Diego. That's a high-class zoo. That's one of the top zoos in the world. So sit back, enjoy the classy visuals, enjoy the vintage lyrics, and of course, like, subscribe. And let's see that chat filled up.
Sub to Provo. Jason just put Provo's link in the chat. Be sure to sub to Provo.
Oh yeah, thank you. If you do, that's very kind of you. Great.
I will also have the link in the description for people watching this on the playback as well.
And of course, folks, go to liturgy, talk to your priest, and God bless you all. Mark, I'm handing the mic off to you. So I'm gonna sit back, enjoy these freestyles while I wind down for the night, dude. Thank you again so much for having me on.
Yeah, much love, brother. Thanks for coming again, man. It was an awesome time, dude. Such good vibes.
Take it easy, everybody.
Take care, brother. All right, man. That's Provo, dude. I don't know if you guys missed it. Me and Provo had Provo and I, if we're doing proper English, had a freestyle cipher. You guys missed it. We had a freestyle cipher. That's okay, because I'm gonna keep the freestyles going. Because you guys rated, so we got to do it. We got to keep the vibes going a little bit. If you want to donate a word for me to freestyle with, you could do it through the Stream Elements link right at the top. You could do that. If you want to just donate because you're feeling nice, you could also do that through the PayPal. That's nice too. But we're going to get some beats going here, and I'll see what I can get flowing. I'm a little, this is a little spur of the moment, but we're going to make it happen. All right? Thank you guys for being here. Let's see what we got. All right. Yo, just checking the Stream Elements real quick, making sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, we got a donation from Octavian, $13.27 from 2 minutes ago. Thank you, Octavian. And we also got a donation from Snagglebeast. He says, "Give my man Provo a $5 on me. Keep the change. God bless." Well, there you go, Provo. Snagglebeast wants at least $5 to go to you, so we gotta honor that. We gotta honor it. Yo, we chilling with the hip-hop clan on the West Coast. MCs talking about it, who makes the best toast in the morning. Breakfast, I don't really care about it. Might break your face, but I'd rather just chill and kick a freestyle ill. All up on the microphone, you know I got skill. And everybody coming all around in the cipher and circulation. I get down upon the microphone, this whole nation, I don't really know it. I just got the mind and the heart of a poet. This is my style, I grab it and then I throw it. Sticks to the wall, got you all wide open like buckshot from the East Coast. MCs be talking, is it sourdough or wheat toast? Don't really matter, we Reebok rocking upon the microphone. I need to hunt a couple of possums up in my backyard, it's awesome. We straight traveling freestyles from the mind and the abdomen. What's really happening? My homies, I be rapping in the zone. Kicking freestyles off the dome. We sipping Guinness. Cause we Irish. All up on the microphone, I might make you close your eyelids. I of Osiris. I kick freestyles and then I'm styling. Up on the microphone, you don't know how many islands I've been. But not that Epstein type. I kick freestyles and doing it like we get hype. And then we put it down on the ground and walk around. Kick freestyles and doing it like, yeah, I got the crown on my head. I've been dead, but I'm back on the mic. And I'll be rapping from daytime into the afterlife. Pass a type, never been that. Send it back to the, I don't really care and I don't really need a Ruger. I'm more like J. Wu, the damager. Kicking freestyles up on the mic. I'm sorry, didn't mean to damage you or manhandle you. I be kicking freestyles like I'm just ready to bust. What's up, everybody? We're chilling. Okay. We're going to pause that. And we're going to say what's up to everybody. We're freestyling, man. We're chilling. But you know what? I think I want to talk to you guys. I think I want to talk a little bit. I do so many freestyles. You guys get that every Friday. You can come here for that every Friday too, you know? But I want to talk to you guys, man. I want to chop it up a little bit, man. We had a good time. Are you guys coming from the Tony stream, I'm assuming? Is this the Tony stream raid? I'm assuming this must be the Tony stream raid. I think that's what it is, because Tony was just live a second ago. What up to Kyle Engel, 6377. What's up, Rip? Yes, sir, Tony raid. All right, that's what I assumed. Yeah. Snaggle Beast. Rip representing. We got Jason Scholl always holding it down. We got John Cassell in the building. We got all the legends. Let's see who else we got here. We're going to scroll up a little bit if we can. If we can scroll up. Yeah, we got everybody. Susan Griffith, everybody's here. We got the whole squad in the building. All right. Everybody's here. Octavian, I think he's just an inquirer at this point. That's dope. That's cool, man. But yeah, no, Octavian's actually the reason this stream happened. On the last Provo stream, we were trying to raise $100, and if we raised $100, we were going to do another live stream. The last one wasn't live; it was pre-recorded. We're like, we'll do a live stream, me and Provo, if we make $100, if we reach the goal. And Octavian threw in $100 himself. He's the one that helped us reach the goal. Like without him, we wouldn't have reached it. So without him, you guys wouldn't be seeing this stream right now. So shout out to Octavian, how do you pronounce it? Much love to you, my brother. You definitely came through today, man, and made this Provo stream happen, which is always good, man. I love Provo streams. He's one of my favorite streamers, if not my favorite. So being part of one of his streams and bringing him onto the channel and having a freestyle cipher, we just rejuvenated Provo's rap career tonight, dude. We just rejuvenated his rap career. Do you understand that? Okay? The White Bandits are back, dude. The White Bandits are back, dude. We're like the Wet Bandits, but we're white, dude. And we're back, dude. Just two dolphins swimming upstream, homie. Maybe that's going to be our rap group. You don't know, man. You don't know. You don't know what's happening. We don't even know. We're just a couple dolphins. All right? We're trying to figure life out one wave at a time, dude. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to do it. Yeah, W Octavian, dude. Straight up W. That's a big old W for him. White Bandits, dude. John Cassell knows, man. He's the PhD, dude. He's holding it down. He's been holding it down his whole life. My favorite rap group. Two dolphins swimming upstream. TDSUS, dude. TDSUS in the building, bro. TDSUS, man. That's the acronym right there, dude. That's the is it acronym or is it something else? I don't know what the word is. I've had a few Guinnesses and I'm not a genius. I'm not a genius, but I'm sipping on Guinness. T-Dub sus. T-Dub sus. Yeah, man. I hope you guys are doing good though, man. I've been having a great time. We're opening up this cafe, man. It's crazy. We're doing a lot. We're doing a lot of work. I can't say too much right now, but I just want to keep you guys posted and let you know we're in motion. We're on the move. We're working every day, and we'll be giving you guys some updates along the way. I might even be doing some streams from there. We'll see. Once we get Wi-Fi set up, we'll see where it goes from there, you know? But I definitely want to do something. I'm going to be definitely doing a lot to promote the business And we got a logo. We got a really cool looking logo for the business, Panagias. And I'm just excited, man. I'm excited to show you guys what we've been working on. I'm excited to show everybody what, you know, people that donated, what their money's going towards, and just excited to see what we do in the community to spread holy orthodoxy, man, through food, through the books that we'll be giving some away. We'll be selling some. You know what I mean? We're just, the main thing is to spread orthodoxy and impact the community in a positive way. You know, that's the main thing. It's not all about money to us. You know, that's the last thing that's really on our mind, honestly. This is about giving back, not getting something out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's about giving back to orthodoxy, to the community, and just to everybody that's in the line of fire in a positive way, you know? So I'm just excited, man. I'm really excited to see where everything goes from here. And I'll definitely be doing a stream with the wifey soon, whenever we're ready to do that, with a little update for you guys, just kind of giving you some more details with everything that's going on. So that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Stretch and Bobbito. That's what I've been talking about. That's what I was talking. I started the stream off because that's what's on my mind, is this weird East Coast hip hop radio show called Stretch and Bobbito. And they played a lot of underground hip hop, people that were unknown, unsigned at the time, that went on to become signed to big artists. But they played a lot of people that never went on to become well known as well. You know, they played a lot of stuff that was unheard of. And they would just kind of, and at the end of the show, they would have this moment where they would take phone calls and they'd all get around and just kind of have this little banter with each other where people call in. And it was one of the only radio shows out here people call in and they would just get wrecked. They would get clowned so hard. Like everyone that called in, like they would freestyle over the phone. Sometimes they'd play a beat and let someone freestyle on the phone. Some of the dudes were pretty legit and they'd still be clowning them. They'd just be kind of, that's just that kind of, that atmosphere out there on the East Coast is just kind of busting each other's balls. You know what I mean? Even like when you love someone out there, like, you know, you bust their balls and it's just kind of like, it's the camaraderie. It's how men communicate. And East Coast is a little bit different. You know, it's even more, there's more human interaction on a quicker scale. So you become more desensitized to that kind of, you develop thicker skin. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a vibe, man. Stretch and Bobbito. So if you guys want to know what I'm talking about, feel free to check the Rare Gems playlist, Rare Hip Hop Gems playlist that I've been making for a while now. It's over. It started out at like 200 videos. Now it was like 400, 600. It's over 1,000 now. So it's over 1,000 videos on that playlist. I've been going crazy, just finding hip hop gems throughout the 90s. It's insane. Just rare demos of people that you've never heard before. A lot of it's kind of like bad quality, which I think makes it amazing. Like I love old raggedy tape recordings, man. I just love that. I love that vibe. And a lot of those tapes, I mean, you'd end up paying $1,000 plus for if you found them on the streets, but you could listen to them now on YouTube for free. Like we're so spoiled nowadays. It's insane. It's absolutely insane how spoiled we are these days, man. You know, that's really what it is. We're spoiled, man. We have all these things at our fingertips that, you know, people would have to hunt 16 years to find and pay $1,500 for to actually have in your physical possession, you know? But you could just look it up on YouTube. Bam, some dude uploaded it to YouTube. It's ready to go. You got all the tape cracks, all that. You get the whole tape vibe. And you can access that in its fullness. You know, like, I mean, look at the playlist I have put together. Hip hop gems, rare hip hop gems. I'm telling you, it's insane. It's absolutely insane, the stuff I'm finding. I mean, I've got stuff from Tupac way back. I've got stuff from freaking the Cenobites, which is $1.65 and 6'2". Do you know who either of those people are? Most people don't. It's okay. They're Canadian white rappers. They're dope. And they had a group, you know, back in the day called the Cenobites. And man, so good, so good. You got Deep Puddle Dynamics. I mean, that's not even on there. That's rare in itself, though. But that's a super group between Dose One, Slug of Atmosphere, Soul, and Alias, who passed away. Alias passed away. Bunch of Anticon related artists, all white boys, all super dope at rap. And they made that album in a week. Deep Puddle Dynamics, Taste the Rain, Why Kneel, I think it was called. And they made that in about 5 days or something. I think they just stayed up all night, just going crazy on music and just knocked it out, man. So, I mean, that's one of my favorite albums of all time, Deep Puddle Dynamics, because it's where Dose was just developing his weird kind of voice. And it's where, I mean, Slug of Atmosphere, everybody knows Atmosphere. A lot of people don't know Slug is the rapper from Atmosphere and Ant is the producer who makes the beats. And Atmosphere is both of them. Slug is the MC, Ant is the producer. Together, they are Atmosphere. A lot of people think Slug's name is Atmosphere. That's a misconception. Slug's name is Slug. That's his MC name. And he's been around for a while. He's been around for a while, and they used to put out these sad clown bad dub tape things back in the day. And they had this group. There was Dino Spectrum, and him and Beyond had this album called Overcast, which was crazy. When we applied this vice grips to your eyelids to make you read the fine print. That's one of his lines off there. We applied these vice grips to your eyelids to make you read the fine print. Oof, crazy bars. But Beyond had a song on there about his dad who passed away. That was a heater, man. That was a heater of a song. There was a lot of heaters of the best song on there is probably Scapegoat. Atmosphere, Overcast, Scapegoat. Look it up right now if you don't believe me. Look it up. Listen to it. It's so good. It really stands the test of time. I think that was like 1998, late 90s hip hop. But yeah, a lot of the people that know Atmosphere don't know about that background. Don't really know where he started at. A lot of the cats that he came up with and a lot of those early recordings. There's one also called God's Bathroom Floor. Probably heretical, Lord of Mercy. I'm not sure. I don't think it's heretical, but it's not like the most appropriate. You know what I mean? He's talking about waking up hungover. He has a lot of songs about waking up hungover and like kind of learning a lesson of like, this isn't how I'm supposed to live. You know what I mean? There's another one called Sunshine. That one's super good too. Nothing but sunshine. It's all but sunshine. It's nothing but sunshine. Dun, 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 dun. He's got so many good tracks, man. I wish I could. I saw him live. Actually, I did see him live one time. I saw him live one time, and I remember walking out of the show mad because he did something woke. It was like something. There was something woke going on. Some sort of like liberal. I think it was like BLM marching at the time or something, and he was like, "Everybody, hold hands in solidarity for BLM," and I was like, "Oh hell no!" Like it was a while ago. It was before I became Orthodox. But even back then, and I was with my buddy who was like half black and half white. And I was like, I looked at him, I was like, oh hell no, I'm out. I was like, I'm done, dude. And we ended up getting in an argument. And I was like, nah. I was like, I'm not down with that, dude. I was like, nah. I was like, that's not hip hop. That's not what it's about. That's not. And I was like, nah. I was like, this is weak, woke garbage. I'm not down with it. I remember that night, and it stuck with me. But you know, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. I shouldn't be surprised, judging by the atmosphere, no pun intended, by the the landscape of hip hop. I mean, always in terms of like when it starts getting mainstream, when it starts going to the more mainstream levels, there's a certain social, leaning, and it's always towards the left for sure. It's like hip hop's not conservative, you know what I mean? Like, that wouldn't even. I mean, I'm trying to make a conservative form of hip hop, which it's interesting, man. I don't know if it's ever been done like that on that level. Like Orthodox, I don't know. It's just interesting. So it's something I'm trying to navigate, and I don't know. It's just something you kind of do and you see where it goes. You know what I mean? It's not something you think about. I don't want to overthink it too much. I definitely want to put some thought into it, which is something I've already done. But at a certain point, it's time to jump off and kind of leap and go for it and just kind of do it and see what happens. At a certain point, you got to take a leap of faith. That's really what it's about. At a certain point, you don't want to overthink yourself into stagnation to where you're just thinking and you're overthinking and you're never really taking that leap. You're never really taking that first step to get out there and doing it and actually putting those thoughts and words into action. And that's really what it comes down to, man. It's like we gotta take that leap. There comes a time and place where you just gotta take that leap of faith, man. And that can apply to music. It can apply to artistic endeavors. It can apply to starting a business. It can apply to coming into the Orthodox Church. Kyle knows what's up, dude. Facts, bro. Facts, 100%. You know, there comes a point where you're not going to have it all together. It's not going to be all worked out perfectly. There's going to be some things missing here, a couple links in the chain. Something's off. Guess what? You still just got to get out there and take that leap, man. You just got to get out there and do it and build upon that. Make mistakes and learn from them. You know, that's the best way to learn, is by experience, firsthand experience. Get out there, and by trial and error, you'll learn. You'll learn what not to do by doing the wrong things on accident, you know? And then you'll be like, oh, okay, I'm not going to do that again. That didn't work out so well, you know? The main thing is do it, you know? Whatever it is, like, make sure it's in alignment with, you know, pray about it first. Don't just jump out there and do something without putting any thought into it, or just on a whim with no connection to God's will or providence. Pray about it. Think, is this God's will for my life? Does this align with bringing positive fruit out of my life? Is this an experience that is going to generate positive, a fruitful outcome, right? In a productive manner. You got to ask yourself that and really visualize the situation and what you think the outcome will be. Octavian says, I heard some prop Christian rap. Sounded blasphemous though. Zero reverence. Exactly. That's the thing that's missing in a lot of Protestant churches and a lot of churches outside of Orthodoxy, is this lack of reverence. And that's what I saw when I came into the Orthodox Church, the Holy Orthodox Church, is this level of reverence that I felt like we always should have had. When I was Roman Catholic, when I was in the Protestant church, I was like, where's this? You know, I was looking for this level of reverence that I only found in the Orthodox Church, that the prostrations, the way they treat the Eucharist, the way the divine liturgy unfolds, the way it's the Byzantine vocals to the choir, you know, these tonalities, these old ancient traditions that trace back thousands of years, you know, to Byzantium, to even way before that, to Antioch. You know what I mean? Like, it's just wild, man, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to be a part of. And I'm eternally grateful. I'm eternally grateful to be in the Holy Orthodox Church, you know, and words really don't do it justice, man. They really don't. It's something that you have to do it. You have to experience it. You have to be there firsthand. You have to go to liturgy. That's why so many people tell you, just go to liturgy. Just go. So you could see for yourself. Come and see for yourself. Then you'll know. You know? Then you can know firsthand. I think that's it, guys. I didn't really have too much planned. I was really only planning on doing this for an hour and a half with Provo. I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, I'll be back Friday for Freestyle Friday. I've already got a bunch of beats lined up, some sick ones. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Shout out to Octavian for making this stream happen. The stream would not have happened without him, because we were trying to reach the goal of 100. He donated the whole 100. I think he was the only person that donated that night, but you know what? He made it happen, man. It was a very generous contribution, and we're very grateful. So I'm definitely going to share with Provo if he'll let me. And I appreciate you all stopping by and hanging out with us for a little bit. Definitely run this back if you missed the beginning, because there's some good stuff, and a cipher with Provo where we both freestyle, and it's pretty fun. So if you want to see that, run this stream back from the beginning, and I hope you guys have a beautiful evening. Take care. We'll see you in a couple days. Freestyle Friday, 1 p.m. Pacific time, right here.